This is how my dad told me to open the video. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if this is your first time here, thanks for stopping by. So as you can see by the title, today is all about juice and my experience on a 3-day juice cleanse. What? Okay, so first off I want to say, if you're watching this video to figure out the science behind juice and juicing versus smoothies and like should you or shouldn't you, this is not really the video for this. This is just kind of straight to the point, my experience on a 3-day juice cleanse. There are plenty of other videos out there to explain the in-depth science behind juicing. Second, I want to say I am not a doctor, I am not a dietitian, so you need to talk to your doctor before you do something like this. Don't just go off of me. Okay, and then third, I was very, 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 very skeptical of things like juice cleanses. Like literally even through the juice cleanse. Like I had read a lot about it, and what made me decide to go with it is my dad was actually doing like a 5-day juice cleanse, and so I decided on like his day 3 to do my day 1 basically, because I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna like join him in this. And I had read enough about it that I realized that it's more than just consuming sugar water like I thought it might have been. And what intrigued me was the whole, it resets your system, your metabolism, your cravings, you're detoxing your body, you're giving your colon a rest. There's just things like that. I'm just gonna put my little juice over here. But if any of you had seen my New Year's resolutions video, you know that I have been wanting to go into the THM lifestyle and that way of eating. So to kind of like kickstart it, I was like, okay, I'll do a 3-day cleanse. I don't think I realized like how much it's not like food at all. Like in my head, I know it's not a smoothie, so there's no fiber. It's literally just like the nutrients in like watery, juicy form. I'm great at explaining things. But like seriously, it wasn't until like I was doing it that I realized this is literally just like a drink. Like this is just thin juice, and I'm like, woo! So I vlogged a little bit. I vlogged some on day 1 and I vlogged some on day 3. And I'll just kind of explain everything to you and my thoughts and how I'm feeling now and if I'd recommend it to anybody. So let's get into the vlog. Alright, so it is day 1 of this juice cleanse, fast, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna just call it a juice cleanse. And it is about 1 o'clock p.m. and I'm already starving. So I thought I would just be as honest as I can about this whole situation. And right now, I'm pretty hungry. But I've heard it gets better. Also, you might be hearing Hailey, because she's chilling with me in the back of the car while Natalie and Mom go into Starbucks. Green juice for me. Here they come, happy as can be with their coffee. Ugh. Hi guys, what is up? What is good? I was going to vlog yesterday, but I didn't because I was a hangry little monster. I was a hangry little monster day 1, and I became actually a hangry big monster day 2. And I had nothing to say but complaints, and I really didn't want to pick up the camera. I did my best to not lay in bed all day. I went to church and I watched football with my dad and sat on the couch. But towards the evening, right before dinner, I was just so not wanting juice again for dinner, and I didn't vlog. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm actually a bit of a mess right now, hence the hair. This is just what I look like in the morning when I woke up and I haven't done anything to myself.
But anyway, we are at day 3 now, and I have to say, my mind is a lot clearer. I was in such a fog yesterday, and I feel like I'm starting to get out of the fog. We're on the last day, so maybe that's it. Like I'm feeling hope. I'm feeling like there's a light at the end of the tunnel. But yes, my mind is feeling a little bit clearer. I'm actually editing right now. I'm editing my DIY eyelash serum video, which will have already been up by the time I do this video. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. Shameless plug. But yeah, so I'm attempting to edit. I just finished drinking some juice, and in a little bit I might drink some more juice, because really the only complaint I have right now is hunger. And I'm feeling it creep on, which I know it's here to stay till the end of the day. That's just how it is. My tummy will feel full and sloshy, but I will still feel hungry. It's the weirdest thing. So yeah, we're almost done. We are halfway through the day.
Okay, so yeah, day 1 was a shock to me to realize like how quickly I got hungry. Some people were like, oh, it was fine, first day was fine. Like some people are fine throughout the whole thing. Some people are like dying throughout the whole thing. Everyone is different. A little background on me, I am a foodie, so I love to eat food, and like I think I realized how much of a foodie I am even more when I was not chewing any food and not consuming actual like food. Day 1 was already hard for me. Like lunchtime comes around, and on a normal day if I don't have breakfast by lunchtime, I'm pretty hungry. My stomach's growling and I'm feeling low on energy, and I also really confirmed this about myself, that I get very hangry when I don't have a full happy tummy, okay? I get hangry. I have a little bit of a toot. I don't want to talk to anybody, and if you are talking to me, somehow there's a problem. So it was an interesting experience, and you know, I kept telling myself and my mom and everyone, they're like supporting me, and they're like, it's your body detoxing. I looked up the symptoms. You're supposed to have headaches, and you're supposed to not feel like always 100%. And like those crazy people that did like 21-day juice cleanses. I don't know if any of you know Joe Cross, but he kind of like started this whole movement. But the whole like 21-day or 30-day or 60-day, those insane amounts of days, like apparently you kind of get used to not eating food. But I was like, you know what? Since I am skeptical about this, I'm going to do 3 days. And that's kind of like if you're skeptical or if it's not that big of a deal, like just do 3 days. I feel so accomplished, because now going through that, I'm like, that was 3 whole days of not consuming food, and I did it, and I did it. Day 2 for me was even harder. Day 2, I was just like, I am so hungry right now, and I just felt like, how am I supposed to do this? Like I don't want to think, I don't want to edit, I don't want to be around people, I just want to sleep. But I didn't sleep in bed all day. I like went to church, and I like hung out and watched football with my dad, but both me and my dad were just like hungry, and he did a better job than I did, obviously, because he did 5 days and he was like he was fine. Day 3, as you guys saw, I was doing better. But I think it's because I don't know if it was because it was like, oh, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, I am almost done with this, or if truly like my body was just kind of accepting the fact that no food was entering my stomach. So what to expect if you're anything like me, you're going to be hangry and you're gonna have mood swings. Throughout all the dysfunction and just hangriness and feeling like I can't do it, I also had little peaks of like, oh, you know what, this is great. I'm doing this for my body, like this is fine. And like bring on a couple more days. Heck, I could do a 10-day juice cleanse. But then most of the time was like, I'm dying. My stomach felt sloshy the whole time. Like it was always growling and always feeling sloshy. But if any of you are watching this like, oh dang, I don't really feel that inspired right now. Well, I do want to share some pros with you. So number 1, the obvious pro of a juice cleanse. You are resetting yourself. You are detoxing. So that in itself is successful, okay? So that's cool. You're giving your colon a rest. That sounds really weird and TMI, but you are. Like you're giving your body just a little reset. That's why I advise like 3 to 5 days because it's nothing too extreme. Another pro for me, this might be like stupid, but my breath never smelled bad. It just smelled like vegetables. In fact, my whole body, I was noticing, smelled like clean / vegetables. So like I just felt like I smelled like vegetables. That's not bad. I mean, it's better than smelling like Olive Garden all the time, right? The next pro that I can think of off the top of my head is that you will lose some weight. Now, 25% of it they say is going to be some water weight. And I lost just about 5 pounds. So, you know, maybe I lost more like 3 to 4 pounds. But like in 3 days, like that's kind of cool. Like, hey, I would already say that I have some weight to lose. So for 3 days to lose about 5 pounds, that's a-okay with me. The last pro that I can think of at the moment, the fact that my stomach has shrunk a little bit over the time I've noticed, because day 4, which was yesterday, I had a smoothie for breakfast and I felt pretty full, and then we went to Olive Garden and I was going to try out nice zucchini spiral noodles that I had heard through the grapevine that they had with some Alfredo sauce. But no, it was like a whole separate dish and you couldn't use it as noodles, and it wasn't actually noodles, it was like chopped up veggie slices. So anyway, I could hardly eat more than a soup and like a couple bites of my meal. So my stomach had definitely shrunk, for sure, because if that had been a normal day with just a smoothie on my stomach and then going to Olive Garden, I would have just hammered it all in. So your stomach will shrink. That's pretty cool too. Now we're headed on to tips. Do I have any tips for you guys? Well, my first tip is make sure that the meal you have before you head into your detox, your juice cleanse, is very light and closer to what you'll be consuming through your juices. So something like a salad or a smoothie, make sure it's light the night before your first day of your juice cleanse. This will make things easier for you to digest. You won't be so blocked up and have like constipation issues or anything like that. It will just be easier on your body to transition into this whole like no food juice mode. I did this and I noticed it worked pretty well for me. My second tip is to just tell yourself in those really hard moments that you were doing this for a cleanse. And even if you don't lose that much weight or this or that, like you are doing something good for your body because you're resetting yourself, and you will have food one day. I went 78 hours without having food and I survived. My next tip for you would be to drink a lot of water, because that's what's gonna make your detox the most effective, to just flush all those toxins out, make sure you're fully hydrated. It helps you feel fuller. It's actually really hard to drink a normal amount of water with like 4 to 6 16-ounce glasses of juice. It can be hard, but it is worth it. I think every day I got about 50 ounces of water in, and ideally I would get more like 70 something. But I would advise the more water you drink, the better. My next tip for you, if you are headed into a juice cleanse, is to make sure that you've already made the commitment to yourself that your first meal going out of your cleanse is going to be just like your last meal before your cleanse. So again, something like a salad or a smoothie, and I had a smoothie. So I was really glad that I did that. I just wanted to make sure my stomach wasn't like, just like, whoa, food, what's going on? Like meat and cheese, like what is going on? Yes, I did go to Olive Garden to eat after that smoothie. But again, I wasn't able to eat that much, and I knew my own limit. I knew when my stomach was like, oh, my stomach is so full right now. So that's my last tip. So yeah, this is just my honest take on it. Would I do it again? Yeah, I mean, maybe in a year I'll do it again. Maybe with each new year I'll do a little reset. I don't know if I'd ever do over like 5 days. Maybe next year, headed into it knowing what to expect, I will be able to do 5 days. I'm sure I could, because honestly, day 3 is when I started feeling better. But those first 2 days were just like, oh, this really is just juice. I don't know what I was thinking, but this is just juice, like juice. Not smoothie, juice. Now, I have posted a couple little boomerangs on my Instagram of 3 different kinds of juices that I had, and a few of you have messaged me asking questions like for the recipes and all this and that, so I will let you know down below the actual recipe for each juice. And also real quick, I want to say, going into my 3-day juice cleanse, you can bet I was on YouTube just like you are right now headed into your juice cleanse. I was looking it all up. And I saw like these people that were getting these fancy looking like pineapple guava and like cashew vanilla chai looking things, and then they had like their green things and they had them like all sent to them, and I'm not judging them at all, but it looked really good. It looked way better than my juice. This is already separating. This is just it's probably the best way to go to make your own juice. My mother, bless her saintly heart, made me and my dad's juices. Just like every night she'd make huge batches for the next day for us of juice. So it's very, very fresh, and you want it fresh, and the seal on the mason jar lid really keeps it like airtight. So, well, fairly airtight. So it's fresh and probably the best way to go, but it's probably, man, looking at those fancy juices you can just order and they arrive, that looks a lot more sustainable. Like, I think I'd look forward to drinking it more. These are good, like I'm drinking this right now and I'm actually enjoying this. But this is in addition to food throughout the rest of my day. My mom made them great, no offense to my mom. It's just me, picky old me, liking to have variety. Picky me, I like to eat food. But I just realized, like, wow, I'm sick of this already. Like, I didn't want to drink them, even though it was the strangest sensation. I would be so hungry, but I would not want to drink my juice because I was just like, ugh. So I think I wouldn't struggle with that if I ordered and, like, you know, shelled out all the money for that. Not to mention, it's expensive to buy your own organic produce. We were going through just like loads of just piles of greens, but we did it. Good job to my dad for doing 5 days. I think he lost like 12 pounds or something. But yeah, that's my take on my 3-day juice cleanse. I hope you learned something. I hope I prepared you, because we do need these honest videos on the internet. It's not all fluffy rainbow, woohoo. It's like, you need to be committed. You just need to go with it. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you maybe learned something, had a good laugh, then go ahead and click the like button. Comment below if you have ever done a juice cleanse, if you want to do a juice cleanse. Just let me know. Maybe tips for other people coming onto this video for juice cleanses. That would be great, because we're obviously all here to learn more about this whole thing. And thanks to all the random people coming onto my channel to figure out what they want to do with their life with juice cleanses. I see you. Thanks for coming here. Why not click subscribe? Join the family. It's a party over here. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Keep smiling and have a wonderful day. Cheers and good luck.